Thanks very much for clicking in to this short interview with Rob from the North Belfast Interface Network. The network are funded by the Community Relations Council, and many of the groups that we support with funding have continued their work connecting with local communities during the current crisis, many of whom have been demonstrating resilience and creativity by quickly changing the way that they've been working, maybe to using new online technologies, and making good relationships with people. So Rob's working hard with North Belfast Interface Network during the pandemic to keep communities connected. So Rob, can you give us a quick insight into what you've been doing during the pandemic to keep people engaged and involved?
Well, I suppose I think in the first instance, most of the work that we've been involved in would be as the coordinator of a larger group. We are the lead partner for the Tacit Group, Daniel Ardon Shankel, Community Relations and FI Peace Group. So a lot of our work is focused in and around that issue. So we would have 4 partners in that group, and each of those partners themselves have been involved in community. So we want to make clear that this is not something that Tacit has initiated or NBIN has initiated on their own. In most instances, they're working with people who have currently been delivering food banks and doing stuff. Apart from some of them where they've, like the likes of Crewe and Glenbrook, where they've had initiated their own process. So we want to be clear that while we're saying we're delivering 70 parcels, isn't and then they're part of that process just doing that. So and it is a lot of it is partnership work. So everybody has been involved in that. What can we do that will help the community in any way? And the big response in most instances has been the food banks, and so that has been taken on. And each of those organisations we would work with would be responsible for 70 or 80 parcels per week. On the other hand, we have a group of people who worked alongside us, and we continue to engage them on WhatsApp. And throughout that process, then we asked anybody what they felt they could do. We were aware that some people were sewers in the group, and therefore we asked them, would they be interested in, first of all, sewing up masks. We got some material, and we got about 15 volunteers. They began to sew masks. Then we got further donations. We got donations of hundreds of bed, duvet covers from Queens, and we got rolls of cloth from other people. And therefore we, give them. The other groups we also knew were doing scrub bags, and began to do scrub bags ourselves. So all in all, we've done about 900 masks, about 450 scrub bags, and donated as much material as we actually used ourselves. So that's been part of that. That has been the process, trying to keep ourselves busy. I suppose for our participants, if you like, it has been just trying to get them online, doing who had what, who was capable of doing what, and begin the process of taking the weakest, if you like, and trying to skill them up till they could actually do Zoom meetings and that. So we began to do our first number of Zoom meetings where we went. Unfortunately, the work that we are engaged in is conference building. It's mostly about engaging people in dialogue, and it's hard to do conference building when you're sitting at a computer. So it isn't ideal for us to keep people in contact with each other. That's fine, but ideally, it's the same as going in your first time going in to sit in Shankel or in the Ardon, if you're standing where you're from, that same feeling, and how you feel afterwards isn't the same on one computer. So obviously, when we get back, sooner we get back to face-to-face stuff, the better for us in terms of what we can deliver and what other work along Peace Wall stuff has been going ahead as usual, because that is around consultation, can be done on a one-to-one basis and along the board. So I think as the matter, that's where you're at the moment, just trying to get people skilled up and geared up and looking at what we can deliver. And we're looking at doing genealogy, one thing for people who would skill them up. So one, they're doing something that's practical, and two, that they're skilling up. And we're also now in the process of trying to put together a blanket across the community, people gather a blanket of their experiences on the COVID, or their messages that they want to give out related to that. So that's the type of activity that we've been involved in, and the sooner we can get back into some form of normality and get people together again, the better, because that's really where our is important.
And Rob, from the work that you've been doing there and the way you've had to changed the way you've worked. Is there any particular piece of learning there that you want to share with other people? Is there anything that's worked particularly well, or indeed anything that hasn't worked so well that you would maybe make other groups aware of?
I mean, the only thing that hasn't worked well for us is technology. The same as everybody else. When your first initial Zoom meetings, it's about half an hour later. All those things have been experienced for all of us. Obviously, it's something that we will continue to regard to what happens. They're useful, and we will continue to use them in some way. But say our bread and butter is trying to get people face to face and take them into places they generally don't go. I suppose the whole the experience for me has been a very positive thing in terms of how people have come together and how their willingness to do so and their willingness to share. As if we're all in this battle together, if you like, and there has been lots of cooperation and collaboration and people willing to share stuff. And one of the examples we did have is out of one of the stores. We have a group of about people on our Facebook, on our WhatsApp page, all connected to the programs we've been running. And one of the girls on up the store for us, and her machine broke, and somebody just come up with a comment and can we help her with her machine? And I think within a day and a half, the group raised £500 by, and it was originally meant to be £180. Mm-hmm. So the group raised £500, £510, I think it was, in almost 2 days to buy a new machine. And that was everybody, regardless whether they just chipped in and felt good work was being done. I want to contribute that, and all those things, and the willingness for people to give stuff out regardless of where it was going, or deliver stuff regardless where it has been useful. And what we hope to do, how can we capture that connectivity and that collaboration, that sense of all that, and move it forward? We have seen people coming from very diverse backgrounds and being willing to be collaborative with other people and to share things with other people. I'm just wondering how that moves into their politics or their corporate, if you like, as individuals, we've all reacted in an individual sense. How does that impact on how we move forward? If you like, how does this change how we think? So that's going to be an interesting, we'll create a set of discussions for us as we move forward. People will recognize what had happened, the ones who've been involved in it, and they will see there's been a sense of, a different sense of awareness. That translates into how we move forward. It'll be a very interesting conversation as we get.
Rob, that's a really helpful and positive way to kind of end our interview just today. Thinking about that we are all in this together, and that people have been working collectively, making new relationships, find themselves in new places in real life and online too. So thanks for sharing that with us today. Good luck, stay safe, and people watching can keep up to date with your work on social media. Rob, do you have a Twitter account or social media that you want to kind of highlight?
Well, unfortunately, you've got the wrong person to do it here, because I'm not sort of I'm the one of the sort of least informed in that. We have another person, Sean, who does the Twitter stuff. I'm not. I think it's just Twitter. NBIN.info. I think I'm not 100. And
Tacit have a good Twitter presence too, so people can find out about the Tacit work and all there too, and the North Belfast Advice Partnership.
Yeah.
So is kind of tweeting about the work that you're engaged in too. So checking out the work of the partner. So thanks very much for that, Rob. Really appreciate it.